Alright, so I want to start this video by saying that this is for educational purposes, it's for fun. Cheating shouldn't be a problem unless you're cheating in an online game. Don't do that. I don't have any respect for you if you do. So just be mindful, don't be a prude. Only hack single player games. Here's the ones that I use. So I use Cheat Engine, DNspy, Notepad++. The Cheat Engine goes through Patreon at the moment. They just released they released 7.5. So $2.50 to join one of the tiers. Download it, open it up. I just downloaded it today because I wanted to make sure that it was alright. Let me pull it up. So had it all open, and then I also ran it through, because I know at one point in time it was giving me some problems. I didn't trust it, so I ran it through virus total. Basically just goes through and checks a whole bunch of different stuff through different antivirus things. So I just took the cheat engine, pasted it right there. So far it doesn't show anything wrong. There's no security risks. These are all the different ones: Avast, Avira, Cynet, K7 antivirus, stuff like that. It just checks and makes sure, because I don't want you guys to get viruses from me just saying, yeah, let's go ahead and change some games. And then download it. It will pop up a... Did I get rid of it? So there we go. Yeah. Cheat Engine right there. Pop it up. It'll have if you want to have this app, make changes, stuff like that. So scroll down, accept agreement. Make sure to read, which one was it? 12. Oh wait. Yeah, 14. If you skip over this line, you agree that Darkbite will come to your home. Darkbite, someone created this, will come to your home at night and watch you sleep while standing next to your bed. If you do read this cause will be null and void. So, just helping you out. And then afterwards, as soon as you're done, you can just go to settings, memberships, view details, cancel membership, confirm cancellation. Okay, next thing is going to be DNspy. Now this is for Unity. I'm going to go right here to releases. 6.1.8 is the one that is available at the moment. How about this one? Is this the one that I have? Well, it's looking since it's the second one for it. Yeah, this is the one that I have. Yeah. So also this is what the hell is this called? I call it WinRAR, but I don't think that's is that the name of it? WinRAR is an entirely other thing. It'll have this. You can go ahead and extract it somewhere. And you can even just copy paste it. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one though, because I already have it. So now that we got that set up, last thing is to get Notepad++. I'm only going to use this once in this tutorial, but it's also just really good to have because you can write in code, save it as JSON files, which typically get used by a lot of different games for just adding mods. So I'll go over it real quick. Go to download. 8.6.4. I don't want to deal with everything else. And download. And I already have it. It's just going to do the same installer, stuff like that. So I'm not going to download it again. But we should be all set. So first game, looking through, because I wanted to give a couple different examples. I already have a Cheat Engine open. 7.5. I'm going to do... Alright. Second time recording because I'm a fool. But it's okay. Also, another thing is if you're one of the developers of these games and you watch this and you're like, I don't want this person to be hacking my game, I get it. I totally understand. I'm not going to take out the, like, actual cheating part of it. If that makes sense. Like, I'll take out the gameplay and all that stuff, but I still want to have it to show how to do it, if that makes sense. So, first one we're going to do is Played Up. Developed by It's Happening, publisher Yyxl&Pyxl Games. It's $20, super fun. I love it. But let's open this up. So this is one of the simplest ways that I go about changing some stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and open up Cheat Engine. It'll pop up, it'll show blank. So it's asking me if I want to allow this thing to make changes to my device. It's a typical thing. Let's go ahead and remove the game capture, please. Please. Remove it! Son of a bitch! There we go. Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go up here to select Process to Open. And we're going to select Played Up. Now, let's go ahead, open up single player game, start. So we're going to be changing the like gold or currency. So, just make a new one. Okay. Now I have 5 gold. So here's what I'm going to do. First scan. At the moment, I'm not going to pause the game while I'm scanning. It's, I'll use this later on, but at the moment, I'm not going to do it. So 5 gold, so we're going to put 5, and fine. This is going to pull in every single value in this game that it has 5 at the moment. So, I'm going to continue. Alright, I got another 5. So now this is the value at the moment, where it's 10. And I'm going to go ahead and press enter. I'll press and scan. So, these are going to be, and I'll actually do this, unchanged value, to get rid of those extra ones. So, I talk about it a little bit more in another one, but for this one to make it simpler. So, these are all the values that have 10. So, one of these is gold. So, we're going to exit. Alright, now I have 20. The only ones that I've changed to 20 is this one, and this one. So, typically one of these is like the actual value, another one is the shown value, and another one is like how many you've gotten in general. So throughout this I've only made 20. So, let's just change this to like 5,000. I'm going to change all of these. And continue. Alright, and you can see here that pizza I did 5,000, and I guess I also got an extra of 6,250. So, worked. Ta-da! There's also another way to do it, where, and I'll do it on this one as well. So let's do a new scan. So instead, this time, 6,250. This time, there's not a lot of values that have that, but this costs 20. Do this real quick. Now I'm at 6,230. 6,230. Enter. And these are the 2 values. And I usually double check to make sure. I'm pretty positive, but so another 20. 6,210, 6,210, and just to show it, let's go to 500. And even though it says 6,210, let's hit this, 480. Bam. So that's how to, that's like the first step of what I usually do when trying to hack games. I'll just use this simple setup of put it in the value and being able to find out which one it is. I guess the last thing that I'll do that I didn't go over on any of the other ones is let's say there's a couple different since there's like gold, I don't know, like mana or something, or some other form of something that I want to scan to. Let's say I want to do it at the same time. Is I will go to File and add a scan tab. So on this one is I can switch back and forth. I can right click and rename it. So I can rename this one to money and whatever on this one. And then this is kind of helpful for later on with using unknown initial value, which I'll get in the next one. That way you can start off on both of them, and then if one increases, you can press increase on that. But this is just the basic setup. Alright, so let's say that the regular method that I usually use doesn't work. So we're gonna do chill aquarium. Okay, let's try this again. So we're gonna open up Chill Aquarium, open up Cheat Engine. It's gonna pop up. There we go. Now everything's all nice and neat. So this is by Ben Reber. This is $6. It's pretty fun. That's alright. It's a chill, laid back game. So we're gonna go ahead and grab it into here. Alright, like I was saying before, we're gonna pause the game while scanning and change the value type to all. Now we're going to do something a little different, is that we're gonna do unknown initial value. So this is where it should drag in everything. So first scanned, 775 million. Awesome. Now we have $7.25. So let's change that. Take this and sell it. So I went up. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do increase value. You can do increase value by, but I usually just do increased value because I don't want it. I don't want to have to go, okay, this is the exact amount, because it could mess up everything. So increase value. Next. Now we're at 24 million. So we'll do the same thing again. Sell, went up in value. Next scan, 5 million. Increase in value. 722. We'll do it another time. Sometimes it does take a second. It could take longer, or it can take shorter time. So we'll do it again. Okay, so it's kind of evening out on the amounts. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna buy some stuff. Let's buy the maximum amount of this. So now compared to the last time, it is lowered compared to when we did this scan. So this time we're going to do decrease value. Now we're at 4,000. Now open this all up. Ooh, I got 2 epics. Ooh, I got a legendary. Hell yeah. Okay, anyways. So, go back. Sell a fish. Now, compared to the scan that we just did, it has now increased the value. So we're going to increase value. 1,000. We'll do this a couple times. We're just weeding down. 447. Increased value. Increased value. Let's go ahead and go back and buy some more. Decrease value. Where's my 4? Another epic. Oh, Jesus. Stink. So, increase value, 162. 27. There we go. Now it's looking more like it. Okay, so 2331. The reason why I've just been doing increase and decrease because it does have a unchanged value. In this game, you do make earn $5.95 per day, so it constantly increases. That's why I'm doing only increased and decreased value. So these numbers right here. It's 2332. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and that one. So now we have a couple different ones. Now, these are all different sizes, 2, 4, and 8. I usually go for the higher one, so I'll do the 8 bytes. So I'll get rid of the other 2. Okay, so now I have this. This looks like before, where one of them is how much we have, or the maximum amount and stuff like that, or what's being shown. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game, or not, we'll just leave it. And let's change it to, I don't know, whatever that number is. Okay, so it's going back down. How about, there we go. There's the one. And there we go. So now we have that amount. I can't buy that amount. What am I, crazy? Buy this amount. So there you have it. Oh man, no. Okay, anyways. So that's how to do it with the increase, decrease value. Unchanged value, like I said, is that with unchanged value, if it didn't auto accumulate money, is what I usually do is do unchanged value and then click repeat. Now that this is all going to go away, this is all going to change. So we'll do that, and then I'll just click repeat once I'm done, and it'll typically narrow it down on how much it is. So it kind of helps out as well. So let's exit that, and we'll exit out. Thanks. Next game, let's see. Graveyard Keeper. Made by, or developed by Lazy Bear Games. Publisher Tiny Build is at the moment $20. Fun game, super long but fun game. So with this game, we're not going to use Cheat Engine because, I mean, I haven't tried. I'm sure you can just do it with Cheat Engine, but this is just one of them where it fit into the example that I wanted to do. So, in fact, we don't need to open this. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go here. Quickest way to do it, I don't know how to do it on any other, like, GOG or anything like that, so I do apologize. But we're gonna go right-click, manage, browse local files. This is typically the lookup for when we're gonna use DNspy. So, we're going to go to Graveyard Keeper data. It's typically in the data folder or whatever it is, managed. And we're looking for assembly C#. First thing, most important thing, copy, paste. You want to copy the original thing, that way if, when you start doing it, if it goes crazy, it still keeps this. So we're going to open with DNspy. I have it set up, I can't remember exactly how to do it. But basically it'll always open up with DNspy, and this is what DNspy looks like. So now we're getting into the more prominent code. Let's get rid of all of this real quick. Okay, here we go. This looks nicer. So, gonna open this up, These are all of, I want to say the engine types. I usually don't mess with any of these. I'm more concerned about this little tiny thing. This opens up every single thing in the game, kind of. So what we're gonna do is, let's say I want to change how much XP I get. So let's venture through. So search bar, how I got that is this little tiny thing up here. Search assemblies, pops it up. I think typically when you have it, it looks like this. Or even if it just looks like this. All I gotta do, click on one of these, opens this up, and click on this, and it opens this up. So, let's go ahead and look for XP. Okay, I have selected files, all of the above. So if I do selected files on references, it's only gonna go through the references. So make sure that you click on this part right here, where it has a little tiny minus sign. XP maybe? If you double click, it'll pull up where it is. Let's just do experience. Did I spell that right? Okay. Well, if I can't find anything, I would imagine it would be with the character. So maybe it's in character. In character? This is typically what it is. This is what it goes through. Maybe it's with crafting, because with crafting, every single time you craft, it'll give you experience points. Let's see. Maybe we can change how much damage we get, or how much damage we do. So let's do get damage. I'm going to open this up in a new tab. So just right click, open it, or I guess control click. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this. So I want to say that this is the damage that I do. This is exclamation points, typically not. So if not this dot is player, then the parameter just damage. If the equipped weapon is not null or is not nothing or 0, basically it's just checking, is this a thing? So if it's a thing, or if it's not nothing, then they're going to return the equipped weapon, the calculated damage of it, and the parameter name, plus the parameter for adding damage, 0. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to change this so instead of plus, it's times. So, and then, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and, let's see here. So if you hover over, at least with what I have set up, I don't know if it's a different color, but any function, it'll let you know. So on this one, it's, I'll just show you this one. So on this one, it's float, so number, world game object, which is the class that we're in, right down here. Right? So world game object dot get parameter, which is the function. The first one is the string parameter name, so add damage, and add damage, the float, so number, is a default value of 0. So I'm going to do a couple things. One, let's go ahead and open this up, because at the moment, whoops, what have I done? There we go. At the moment, like, I can't edit this. So, to be able to edit it, we need to go to, you can edit class and it pulls up everything involving the class. Compiling it, sometimes it gives this error, which we'll go over how to go through that later. But with this one, we're going to do edit method. Going to compile it just to make sure that we can. It looks like we can. So, now it looks a little different, but that's okay. It's still the same setup of get damage, all that kind of stuff. So, we're going to edit method. I'm going to take this so the default value isn't 0, and let's make it 20. And then we're going to take the plus, and we're going to change it to times. The times is the star, shift 8. That little tiny asterisk. Asterisk? Yeah, whatever. But I'm going to go ahead and compile it, and that's how I'm going to change at the moment. So, go ahead and, yeah, file, save all. It's just going to save on the assembly sheet C#, press OK, and hopefully I have a save data for this. Let's go test it out and see how much damage I can do. Also good to note that, okay, so with setting it up, there's two things that could like pop up or like indicators that something went wrong. Either loading the game itself will crash it, or the second one where, let's say with damage, where I changed it, actually damaging something breaks the game. So let's find out. You know what? This is a long game. It's gonna take a second. I was messing with damage before this. I know I probably kept some stuff regarding it. I'm just gonna change the locking speed. Maybe I can do that. Okay. It may have been like 10 minutes or so, looking through. I found a couple other ones that I'm gonna mess with because I can. So this is what I found. So under movement component, check movement parameters. So not base, object definition, res, I don't know what it is. But if it has acceleration, then you're going to set acceleration to 1. See if I can compile it. Yep, I can. So edit method. So we're gonna set it to 3. Compile. I wonder if this is adding flags because I'm cheating. Nah, it's whatever. Another thing. So maybe that updated the movement. Let's go to the tavern. So this is gonna calculate alcohol selling bonus. So we're gonna change this to, let's see, total quality is less than 30 and total quality is greater than or equal to 55. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Return number times money earned. Let's edit this. So compile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's adding stuff because I'm compiling it. Edit method. So return number times, we're gonna change this to money earned times 50. Sure. Compile. So when I get money, this should times it by 50 when selling alcohol. I'll change this one too. Compile. Alright, totally can. Let's just change this player data money value times 10. Sure. Compile. Okay. Let's see if I broke it. Save all. Yes. I'm gonna exit out of it. Let's open this. Let's open this puppy up. Oh, I see. So, I definitely have messed with this game. Because I have 134 gold now. I think I started with like, well, I started with none. But, selling this only for 22. Yeah, just times by 10. Cool. Have a good day, gentlemen. I'm rich. So, one of the things I did was right. Something wrong with the movement. I guess I wasn't able to do that one. I'm sure if I just messed it a little bit longer, I probably could have. But it's what happens. But try. If it doesn't work, try something else, go back in. That's why I have a copy, because if at any point in time, you know, it ends up messing anything up, just exit. Is go back to your original one, and go back into the code, make sure you copy the original one as well. Okay, so let's say that you don't want to, like, you have enough. I think 1,000 something gold's just fine. So let's go ahead, press this, and all you do is take this, rename. I'm just gonna say all the gold. And we're gonna rename this back to that. So now we're back to the base game. Okay. Last thing to add is that, let's say you do end up, because I'll just delete this. It doesn't matter. I don't plan on playing this game a lot. So, let's say that these do, like, you end up messing up, right? And so, assembly C#, that kind of stuff. You realize you messed up, you didn't make a copy, you need to delete it. All you need to do is go to Properties, Update, Installed Files, Verify Integrity of Game Files. So it'll look through, notice that you don't have the C#, and it'll add it back. So, no harm, no foul. You'll lose a lot of your progress if you do one cheat and then continue to do other ones on top of it, and then if one of them messes up, like, you know, the whole thing. But this is just how to get it back in case you lose it. That way you don't have to uninstall and reinstall everything. Okay. 2 more to do. This one I'm going to be using Idle Manager. Super hard game, fun. $20, but unlike the other ones, I'm not going to put a link because this is there is a patch for more adult themes. But that being said, I still recommend it. So this one, I don't know why I opened it, is one that tried using Cheat Engine, didn't work, and then the other thing is going into the C#. I'm just going to go ahead and rename this. And copy, copy, paste. We're going to be using this one. And we're going to rename it. And this is a problem that I've found before, and I'm going to show you how to get around it. So let's do, let's say our girls release a hit single. It should be fine, right? This game also can use JSON, so it's not like you really need to do anything like this. This is just for extra stuff. Singles. There we go. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, we're gonna change the XP. That's what we're gonna do. So editing the method, compiling it, has a shit ton of stuff. So we're gonna go into the edit IL instructions. Best way to go about finding what you want is we're gonna change, and this is only for changing specific numbers, making something so it's true or false, really changing one bit of code. So I usually highlight the area, because then when I right click and go into edit IL instructions, it'll show exactly what is being added. So let's look at here, that value is 2, and this is where it takes a little bit of looking into it, because this screen's all messy. And I'll be honest, I can't read it. So we're going to go ahead and do simplify all instructions. After right clicking, it doesn't matter where you, yeah, just whatever. Simplify all instructions. So with what I highlighted, parameters, float, single, fame points, times 2. This is the only 2 that I see. And here's how we can check it. So we will do 20. Okay. Bam. Now it'll add experience for fame points times 20, and I'll do a whole single and stuff and let you know. So we're gonna do that with all of them. I'm not gonna speed it up, I'll just do it every single time. So we'll go ahead and do that. Edit Yyxl instructions. So now that I'm pretty confident on the last one, fame points. Yeah, this is the other one. Add XP. So I'm gonna add 20 there. And I'm gonna go up here, add 20 there. And go here, add 20 there. That's for your... Alright. Well, you can always press OK and bam, I'll reach 20. So let's go ahead and save all. Okay. Let's go see if it worked. Exit out of this. Make sure that that's the thing. I have the original. Okay. Replay. New game. Intro. Continue. Okay. Here we are. So, sales, horrible. Profit, horrible. But this, that should not happen. This is a long game, but that is way more than you should get. Now regarding the co-op, yeah, that is way more points than you should possibly get. It maybe like put you up like a little bump, but no, that's... So yeah, we've successfully done it on this one. And the last one, so this is how you can change it. Let's show you one more thing. Here we go. Also not a game I'm going to say you should go get. So I'm a heathen. It's hentai. But this game is rough on changing stuff. So this is going to be pretty complex, and it's going to look very what the fuck am I looking at? So yeah, okay, so this is the regular setup, right? You'll notice that, let's go locals, none, I mean like that's available, but even opening that, it doesn't lead to anything really specifically, at least not anything that I can recognize. Let's go and get rid of that as well. So I went, okay, well, looking through this, oh, there's the JSON file. Well, that's RPG save. A lot of RPG games like this. JavaScript, images, different animation, RPG files. So, in data, typically I've found other games like this. This is just one of like the main ones that I remember. So, data, this is where it's going to go a little crazy. So we have maps, actors, enemies, containers, common events. Wait. WordPad makes this look ridiculous. So, right click, edit with Notepad++. There we go. Now we're looking at code. This is bonkers. This is a very complex JSON thing. One of the more ridiculous setups that I've seen. So we're gonna make it, I'm gonna make it super simple with one thing, items. So whoops. So I went in going, okay, what I could do is I could probably take an item that gives me a lot of different stuff. This is gonna have a lot of crazy things. So And it's like, what's an item that can give me a lot of different stuff, and then take whatever amount that it gives me, so any like stat boosts or anything like that, and just put that onto a regular item that I can get for super cheap. So let's do this one. So max stamina plus 30, max lust plus 30. Is this really the game I'm doing this for? Alright. So, just reading this is ridiculous. Hagen results, I don't know. Grants, not sure. I tried reading it before and like decoding it. I gave up. Blessed Boy, I know that that's a thing in the game that you can get. So I guess it grants you Blessed Boy, but I don't want to worry about it. Here's all I'm looking at. So, the effects. So, code, data ID, value, all this. No idea. I won't lie. No idea. But, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this. So, from effects forward, and copy it. And I already have it on here as well. But I'll go over it, because these are going to be the same. I just renamed it to 4-star crack. But I'll do it with balloon gun. So balloon gun. I'm going to go from the effects part of it, because that's where I started. I'm going to go over all of that and just paste it. That's it. I tried running it real quick. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't able to do it. I did it once. That's how I know that it's able to be done. But this is bananas. A regular JSON file should look something like there. Some of them super simple and look like this. Here, this is for the idle manager. Just one of them, adding 02, where it's literally just, is it unique? Yep. Unique ID, 02, value, platinum, trait, 3, like, simple stuff like this. Nothing too crazy, but then you look at this and it's bonkers. Like I said, I tried it before. It worked once, so there is a way to do it. It's just trial and error, going through. If it doesn't work the first time, don't get discouraged. Go through it again, see what's different. But that's really all I have for kind of like the extent of my knowledge. Hopefully this helped at least a little bit. There's not like a specific game that I wanted to show, because I know that with a lot of different ones it doesn't necessarily play out, but this should give you like the general setup on how to go about doing it. There is like some other stuff, but really those are just the necessities. But yeah, and they just think outside the box. I know that with one game it was... No, what game was it? I did it recently. Difficult game about climbing. Is I turned off the gravity because I thought it'd be really fun. And I was trying to think about how to fly around. So one of the things was maybe I can make it so when I interact, or it doesn't have to register interacting with anything to grab onto something. And then I went, well, what if I, since I don't have any gravity, what if I made it so my fists, my hands, since they're separate from my body, what if I made it so my hands push out more power than my body does? So that way, wherever I move my fist, it's exerting 2 times as much force as my body, so I could just carry my body around. That was it. That's how I learned how to fly. So, hope you enjoyed. Like I said before, I only have single-player games. Don't be a dick. Gaming's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be fun for everyone, not just you. So, hopefully that helped. I'll see you guys later.